Olympians, national champions, All-Americans. We have star power. Individual and team titles are at stake.
Why they be down the board? Tell them it's part of the plan. I'm just the underdog feeding them slaps. The game's in the palm of my hand.
Takes a look over the shoulder, knows it is well in hand.
49-25, that is a new collegiate record. It's Covington. Covington will get it at the line with McCormick right there.
One time for the underdogs, 2 times that they doubted me. You know I did it for my mama, no. Only people know who proud of me. Now I'm getting where I gotta be. And you better want me take off. You brought the beast inside of me.
And Strand downshifts and passes decisively.
Get it out of mud, no problem to me. Keep on rocking, tell them this is heavy metal. My baby's watching, they know I never settle. And you know I got the keys to the wheel, hand on the wheel when I'm driving this.
And we start off every national championship, conference championship with the 4x100 meter relay.
Oh, real quick, show me the stick work. Just pass it around. Hey! Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Sophie O'Sullivan, a national champion.
Aaliyah Butler and Georgia putting a stamp on it.
Roll Tide. It is Doris Levin-Delay defending her championship. Optum Samuel, finally, a national champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President of the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association, Director of Men's and Women's Track and Field and Cross Country at the University of Georgia, Carol Smith Gilbert.
Hello, how are you guys doing? It's kind of quiet. Hi, I'm glad to be here. Thank you all for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Grapevine, yes, that's Dallas, Texas, for the convention of the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Association. Thank you for being here with us this week to celebrate the sports of track and field and cross country and to continue our collaboration to improve our sports. This past year has not been easy. Many programs have been shuttered, coaches have lost their jobs, and student athletes have lost their opportunities. Litigation and legislation have continued to reshape the very nature of college athletics, often creating uncertainty for all of us who work every day on behalf of these sports and their student athletes. And yet, as usual, as always, in the midst of those challenges, our sports and athletes and coaches sidestep the distractions and deliver performances that are beyond what many thought possible. Our athletes are as talented as ever. Our coaches continue to innovate, mentor, and lead. We witness remarkable performances, record-setting achievements, and much more. As I enter my final convention as the president, I implore all of us to work together to find solutions to ensure the future of our sports. We need to get out of the box of our own programs and consider the sport on a collegiate level as a whole. So I ask us all to collaborate, bring compromise to complex problems, and work urgently. The challenges we face, they're real, but so is the future of the sport of track and field and cross country. So, now let's talk about what we have in store this week. We've arranged a fantastic lineup of educational opportunities that are designed to enhance your knowledge and abilities. We have over 24 technical symposiums spread across endurance, sprints, hurdles, jumps, and throws. The technical symposiums are presented by Tinkata. We thank them for their support. Thank you. In addition, we have a strong program of professional development sessions, high school coaching seminars, assistant coach seminars, director of operations seminars, strength coaching sessions, and meet director seminars. We have something for just about everybody. Earlier today, a group of our peers held a new coaches seminar for the second straight year. In addition, also yesterday was our 12th annual Women in Coaching seminar. That continues to the program starting at 7:15. Be sure to grab a seat early. And for those of you who brought your running shoes, join your coaching colleagues, not for that relay thing that we did in Orlando. Join your coaching colleagues and member of the United States Marine Corps for a shakeout Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. Meet in the hotel tour lobby and get the day started. Wednesday night, join us for the Mondo Party, which will be held in the Tate Ballroom in the Vineyard Tower. The Tate Ballroom is also where lunches will be held each day starting tomorrow. Be advised, the Vineyard Tower is located on the opposite side of the resort, near the hotel registration desk. We'll wrap up our convention with a bang as the Bowerman presentation takes center stage Thursday night. The grand hallway just outside of this ballroom will transform into the red carpet for the arrival of this year's finalists and past winners in attendance. Paul Swingert and Trey Cunningham will co-host the Bowerman pre-show on runnerspace, which will lead to the main presentation in the Grapevine Ballroom. ESPN's Lara Overton will host the main presentation alongside 2010 winner Queen Harrison Clay. As always, it promises to be an unforgettable celebration of the past year and the great young men and women that are our finalists. Now, I would like to take a few moments to thank our supporters. These companies are great partners of our association, and we thank them for their support. And our supporters are Athletic Net, Binance Sports Surfacing, Konica USA, Ecor, Gill Athletics, Martin, Maxwell Medals and Awards, MF Athletic, Mondo, 1-800 T-shirts, OnForm, Plubber, Recordtan, Runnerspace, Smart Tracks, Tenkata, Track Boss, U.S. Marine Corps, UCS Incorporated, UCS Spirit, and VS Athletics. Please take a moment and visit their booths and consider their support when purchasing their products for your program. Let's give them a round of applause for helping us. One final reminder as it pertains to our convention, please remember to keep your credentials with you at all times as they grant you access to meals, special events, and of course, the convention itself. We move on to the election of officers to our association and its board of directors. The positions of USTFCCCA President, Secretary, and Treasurer are up for election this year for a 3-year term. As required by our association's bylaw, as president, it's my duty to appoint a nominations and election committee. Their task was to seek qualified candidates for these positions. Appointed to the nominations committee were Leroy Burrell as chair, and members Dennis Shaver, Tina Davis Fernandez, and Andres Young. Leroy Burrell will now come forward to present the nominating committee's slate of candidates to the membership.
Thank you, Carol. We considered a number of qualified candidates for each of these positions. During this process, we had to keep in mind certain restrictions within our bylaws on the maximum number of candidates from each division that can serve on the board at one time. We believe we have identified 3 great coaches for these positions and would like to briefly introduce each one of them to you. For president, we nominate Connie Price Smith, the head coach at the University of Mississippi, located in Oxford, Mississippi. Connie previously served as USTFCCCA Division I track and field president from 2017 to 2019 and spent time at Southern Illinois, her alma mater, since including her service as Division I track and field president. Connie has served on the NCAA track and field and cross-country sport oversight committees. For secretary, we nominate Katie Reese, the head coach at Adelphi University, located in Garden City, New York. She has served as the Division II Executive Council Secretary since 2019 and has been a member of both the NCAA Division II Track and Field Sport Committee and the Division II Track and Field Coaches Connection Committee. For treasurer, we nominate Luke Severson, the head coach at Berry College, located in Mount Berry, Georgia. Luke has worked across divisions, including at the high school, Division III, and Division I levels. He served for 7 years as the Southeast region representative for the Division III Track and Field Committee. After thoroughly vetting each of these candidates, they have our highest recommendation for these positions. At this time, I would like to explain the voting procedures. Our bylaws state that the positions of president, secretary, and treasurer must be elected as a slate by a vote of the members present. Should the slate not receive a majority vote in favor, any member from the floor may nominate a new slate. So, as long as the slate meets all eligibility requirements set forth in the association bylaws. This vote will be conducted as a rising vote. First, we will ask all those in favor of the slate to stand. Then, we will ask you to be seated. Next, we will ask those who are opposed to the slate to stand. President Carol Smith Gilbert will conduct the vote and announce the result. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You have heard the nominations from our nominations committee. Is there a motion to elect the slate as presented? We have a motion to elect the nominations committee slate as presented. Is there a second? Second. It has been moved and seconded that we elect the nominations committee slate as presented. We will now conduct the vote to adopt the proposed slate of officers for the USTFCCCA. All members are eligible to vote. Again, the slate is Connie Price Smith of Ole Miss to serve as president, Katie Reese of Adelphi to serve as secretary, and Luke Severson of Berry to serve as treasurer. Those in favor of accepting the proposed slate of officers, please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. Looks like they're in, huh? At this time, let's see who this is. At this time, those opposed, please rise. Thank you. You don't have to be seated because, well, the ones in the back, maybe. All right. They're still standing. I don't know. All right. The vote's passed. If the affirmative has it, and the slate is elected. Connie Price Smith is elected to serve as president of the USTFCCA. Katie Reese will be secretary, and Luke Severson is elected to serve as treasurer. Thank you all. I know that the future of our association is in great shape. Let's have a hand for the association's new elected officers, and congratulations once again. And with that, it's time to hand out some awards. We're going to begin with the presentation of our Program of the Year awards for the 24-25 academic season. Winning this award is a major accomplishment. It takes an overall commitment to all of our 3 sports of cross-country, indoor track and field, and outdoor track and field. Final rankings are given to those programs who produced a score at each of the 3 national championships in a division during an academic year.
Winners of the NJCAA Men's Program of the Year, Iowa Western Community College of Council Bluffs, Iowa. Second in cross country and third in both indoor and outdoor track and field. Coaches Mark Beerbaum, David Burnett, Wade DeVries, and DeMarcus Stidd. Winners of the NJCAA Women's Program of the Year, New Mexico Junior College of Hobbs, New Mexico. Third in cross country and third in both indoor and outdoor track and field. Coaches Kathleen Rasky, Terry Van Lanningham, and Jeff Becker. Winners of the Jack Hazen NAIA Men's Program of the Year, University of the Cumberlands of Williamsburg, Kentucky. Third in cross country and second in indoor track and sixth in outdoor track and field. Head coach Bradley Souter, coaches John Horton, James Overholzer, and Derek White. Winners of the Fred Biley NAIA Women's Program of the Year, Taylor University of Upland, Indiana. Second in cross country, fifth in indoor track and field, and sixth in outdoor track and field. Head coaches Derek Gay and Quinn Wright. Winners of the Alcarius NCAA Division III Men's Program of the Year, University of Wisconsin La Crosse of La Crosse, Wisconsin. First in cross country, first in indoor track and field, and first in outdoor track and field, the Triple Crown. Head coaches Derek Stanley and Josh Buchholz. Winners of the Deb Verkoteren Women's NCAA Division III Program of the Year, Massachusetts Institute of Technology of Cambridge, Massachusetts. First in cross country, indoor track and field, and outdoor track and field, the Triple Crown. Director Julie Hyde, coaches Liam Ackerman, Todd Linder, Riley Macon, Whitney Macon, and Derek Russo. Winners of the Damon Martin NCAA Division II Men's Program of the Year, Pittsburgh State University of Pittsburgh, Kansas. Seventh in cross country and first in both indoor and outdoor track and field. Director Kyle Rutledge, cross country head coach Ben Barrows, coaches Jason Crow, Brian Mantooth, and Jesse Miller. Winners of the Jerry Baltus Women's NCAA Division II Program of the Year, Adams State University of Alamosa, Colorado. First in cross country, fourth in both indoor and outdoor track and field. Director Damon Martin. Winners of the John McDonnell NCAA Division I Men's Program of the Year, University of Arkansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas. Third in cross country, fourth in indoor track and field, and third in outdoor track and field, head coach Chris Bucknam. Winners of the Terry Crawford Women's NCAA Division I Program of the Year, University of Oregon of Eugene, Oregon. 5th in cross country, 1st in indoor track and field, and 10th in outdoor track and field. Head coaches Jerry Schumacher and Shalane Flanagan. Coaches Curtis Taylor, Ola Odnichi, Ryan Bluetrike, Seth Henson, Chris Zielinski, Mark Vanderville, and Josh Seitz. Congratulations, coaches, on a fantastic year.
All right, let's have another round of applause for our outstanding coaching staffs. All right, let's talk about the Collegiate Hall of Fame. Back in June, our association inducted its 4th class, boy, that went by fast, 4th class, to the Collegiate Athlete Hall of Fame for track and field and cross country. This award program continues to grow. Honorees have been in awe of the recognition they receive at these events. For many of them, they hadn't fully received the recognition they deserved for their outstanding collegiate careers. Let's take a look at some of the sights and sounds from the past years of this great event.
For your Hall of Famers.
There are still many legends of our sports that are deserving of this accolade, and we are excited to honor more great athletes over the coming years. This year's class will be announced in the spring, and the 2026 honorees will be inducted on Sunday, June 7th in Eugene, Oregon. Next, we will present the association's National High School Coach of the Year Awards for the 2024-25 academic year. These awards, along with our state-by-state High School Coach of the Year program, which recognizes over 200 high school coaches a year for boys and girls track and field and cross country, is presented by the U.S. Marine Corps. It is my pleasure to welcome to the stage Master Sergeant Christopher McComb from the United States Marine Corps. Master Sergeant Christopher McComb is a reservist with the 3rd Force Reconnaissance Company and a leader with over 24 years of service in the Marine Corps. Beyond his military career, Master Sergeant McComb has spent more than 2 decades coaching, developing multiple national champions, and earning honors, including the 2023 Sun Conference and 2017 Florida High School Coach of the Year. Now to make some remarks, please welcome Master Sergeant Christopher McComb.
Good evening, and welcome to the USTFCCA National Convention. The United States Marine Corps is proud to stand alongside you as we kick off this year's gathering, a celebration of coaching, leadership, and excellence. For more than 2 centuries, Marines have served with honor, courage, and commitment. We are known for our toughness and adaptability, but also for our dedication to developing people into the best versions of themselves. Coaches share that mission. Every time you train, mentor, and challenge your athletes, you are preparing them to lead on and off the field. This is why this partnership matters. We are here to listen, to learn, and to connect with you, the influencers who shape future leaders. We are seeking young people who thrive under pressure, rise to challenges, and commit to a greater purpose. And we know those qualities are often revealed on your tracks and in your programs. Today, we are proud to help honor the outstanding leaders who stand for the absolute best of this profession. Just as the Marines uphold a legacy of excellence, these coaches inspire greatness in the next generation. Please join us in recognizing the 2025 National High School Coaches of the Year.
The 2024 National Boys Cross Country Coach of the Year from Belen Jesuit Preparatory School of Miami, Florida, Frankie Ruiz. In 2024, the Wolverines set a modern era scoring record at the Florida Cross Country Championships with 20 points and won the NXR Southeast Regional by more than 40. The 2024 National High School Coaches of the Year for Girls Cross Country from Mountain Vista High School in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, Jonathan Dalby and Eric Selle. In 2024, the Golden Eagles soared through an undefeated postseason, capped by a commanding victory at Nike Cross Nationals where they won by 32 points, the largest winning margin since 2019. The 2025 Boys Track and Field National Coach of the Year from Vestavia Hills High School in Vestavia Hills, Alabama, Richard Anderson. In 2025, the Rebels won the Alabama State title by 16 points, where they won 3 events and scored in 11. The 2025 Girls National Track and Field Coach of the Year from Collierville High School in Collierville, Tennessee, Elisa Seymour. In 2025, the Dragons engulfed the Tennessee Class AAA Championships with 7 event wins and posting 155 points to shatter their own state championship scoring record. And please, ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for our National High School Coaches of the Year, presented by the United States Marines.
Thank you for welcoming us into your community, and thank you for the leadership you provide every day. As Marines, we know excellence and leadership don't just happen. They're built through hard work, teamwork, and a commitment to something bigger than us. Values you bring out in your athletes every day. We'd love to keep this conversation going. Stop by and check out our Fit to Win session tomorrow at 3:45. Where we will have a panel discussion on developing resilient athletes with today's winners. I'll see everybody at the run on Wednesday.
Congratulations once again to our honorees, and thank you again to the Marines for supporting this great award program. Now it's time to present the Jimmy Carnes Distinguished Service Award. Distinguished. This award, bearing the name of the former association executive director, Jimmy Carnes, recognizes individuals who have displayed extraordinary dedication and commitment to both our association and the sports of cross country and track and field. This year we present the award, posthumously, is that how you say it? Okay, y'all got it. To Dr. Donald Cox. Don served as NJCAA Cross Country Coaches Association representative to the association from 2014 to 2022 and as president of the NJCAA Cross Country Coaches Association from 2013 to 2021. Throughout his tenure, Don worked tirelessly to secure membership within the association, an effort that ultimately came to fruition in 2021, and lobbied on behalf of junior college coaches to the NJCAA National Office. Sadly, Don passed away in June 2024, but he is deeply missed by his family, colleagues, and friends. Accepting the award on Don's behalf is current NJCAA cross-country president and the head coach at Iowa Central Community College, Dee Brown. Dee, please come to the stage.
I just want to say on behalf of Don and his family, I've been talking to them the last few days. They're watching right now, so it means a lot to all of us, and I know all the junior college coaches out there. So thank you for your support, and keep working hard, because that's what Don believed in, just people working hard and busting their butts every day and going out and just doing their job. Don't worry about the recognition. So he's probably just a little bit, why are we doing this? But haha, Don, we got you now. So. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dee. And to Don Cox, your service to this organization will never be forgotten. Now it's my pleasure to present the George Dales Award. As the inscription on the award in his name reads, this award is named in honor of longtime Western Michigan coach George Dales for his relentless pursuit in the growth and development of track and field and cross country over more than half a century. This award is presented annually by the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association to a distinguished individual who, through their efforts, has enhanced the profession of coaching track and field and cross country. I am supposed to say I'm pleased to announce this year's winner, but I want to say I take this a bit personal because this person is very special to me, and they've helped me quite a bit in my career. And I'm sure you will all agree. This year's winner is Vince Anderson. And he didn't know it. So now he has to give a speech he didn't know about.
It's lovely to be here. What an amazing community of people. I told our class today, we have to learn to love each other and work together, and that works globally as well as it does within this community. Track is a wonderful thing. It's underrated. No one appreciates it like we do. Keep giving because it's required. Bless you all. Thank you very much.
I think Vince thought he was getting on an airplane this morning, but we talked to him. Vince has long championed coaching education, stemming from his days as a volunteer assistant at the University of Houston under 1998 Coaches Hall of Fame inductee Tom Tellez. Vince's career has also taken him to the University of Tennessee and Texas A&M. With that, he has a distinction of having coached an NCAA champion every sprint, hurdle, and relay event. Now, as a veteran coach with nearly 40 years of coaching experience, Vince pays it forward with namesake coaching clinics, his work with the USATF, as well as the association's own track and field academy. I can say that there's never been a time when I called Vince, he did not pick up the phone. He's always there, so he means what he says. So once again, let's congratulate Vince Anderson. And now, I would like to introduce our CEO, Sam Seams.
Getting old. Each year it gets a little harder to get up out of that chair. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Hope travel here wasn't too tough. I know some folks in the Northeast had a little challenge, but I'm going to move right along so we can get to the SPY coaching sessions and the technical symposiums that start at 6:15 right after this session. So I'll just start by, as previously referenced by Carol, the sports of track and field and cross country are facing challenges like never before. The world of athletics has not only changed, but is basically changing on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. This is especially true in the space of collegiate athletics. Last year, as I hope many of you remember, I spoke about the pressures track and field and cross country and what we need to face, and that we need to face the realities of how value is perceived and determined by decision makers in today's new world. And embrace change, not resist it. Over this past year, I've found myself engaged in activities that I never imagined I'd be involved in. Since the first of the year, myself, my peers in swimming, volleyball, and wrestling have made multiple trips to Washington, D.C. to meet face-to-face with congressional leaders and White House staff. Together, we have engaged a high-powered Washington, D.C.-based lobbying firm through the assistance of one of the world's largest private equity groups, whose founder was a collegiate athlete and a Hall of Fame collegiate wrestler. Plus, over the year, our group has averaged 4 to 5 virtual meetings with congressional representatives and/or their staff each week with the guidance of our lobbyists, and we continue to do so. We're doing this in an effort to assure that both sides of the conversation are being heard and discussed, and to ensure that through federal law, that broad-based sports programs and student-athlete opportunities are protected and continue to exist on college campuses into the future. Our two goals are to have a federal law mandate that, one, institutions are required to sponsor a minimum number of sports, and two, that a minimum percentage of an institution's athletic department budget be dedicated to sports other than football and men and women's basketball. We have and continue to request that any bill that comes out of either the House of Representatives or the Senate include a provision requiring collegiate institutions to sponsor a minimum of 16 varsity sports, and that a minimum of 30% of an institution's athletic department's budget be dedicated to sports other than football and men and women's basketball at schools that sponsor football, and 50% at those institutions that don't sponsor football. Research of institutional athletic department budgets over the last 20 years support these percentages as a minimum financial investment by institutions. These two proposals have been well received by members of both political parties and are truly bipartisan in nature. However, both proposals, as you might imagine, have received pushback by several special interest groups, several collegiate institutions, and conferences that don't want to be burdened with a mandate. Fortunately, we have been able to get the minimum number of sports requirement included in the one bill that is currently being debated in the House of Representatives, and have started to get traction on the inclusion of a funding requirement included in bills being developed in the Senate. Although we've made progress over the last year, there's still a long way to go. And believe me, things in Washington, D.C. change by the hour. I've gotten one heck of an education this last year. And what's in today could be out tomorrow. Therefore, we continue to fight. Unfortunately, even if we're successful in getting those requirements into federal law, it still doesn't ensure or protect the future for track and field and cross country completely. You must understand that such a law could keep us in existence with an opportunity for the future. But that's not enough, folks. Therefore, for our sports to succeed, you as coaches and leaders in our sports must evolve and become engaged in repositioning and preparing the sports of track and field and cross country for the future. And folks, the future is now. Let's take a moment and step back from our daily position of each of us being selfish. We know that's true. And only caring about ourselves and our own program, and displaying an attitude that reflects that we truly don't care about our sports, only ourselves, and face reality. We, you, us, we all need to get on board with change and get our sports positioned in today's new world. Even if we start today, we're already behind the 8 ball, as so many other sports have already moved forward and have begun that process. Today's world and its decision makers demand that their investments deliver value. And yes, today, that standard applies to all college sports as well. As I pointed out in my comments last year, how you as track and field and cross-country coaches perceive value and your campus administrators measure value are not in alignment. Coaches and athletes are incredibly successful, and in my mind, personally, exceed all expectations. Coaches do an unbelievable job of preparing athletes to perform and exceed perceived limits. Athletes never, ever let us down in producing performance marks that people didn't believe could be achieved. No one in any sport, in my mind, is doing a better job than our coaches and our athletes. However, as much as we may want it to be, those contributions are not enough. These are only two ingredients: elite level coaching, world-class athletes needed toward having or developing a product with value. Which leads me to what is probably our biggest challenge moving forward in our sports: creating value as measured in today's world and by today's administrators. We have great ingredients, unbelievable, but we have no product. I'm going to take a moment and compare the state of our sport to food, since I believe pretty much all of us like to eat, and we especially like to eat great food. I, Sam, have the world's best raw ingredients to prepare a gumbo. Yes, I live in Louisiana. But because Sam has little to no idea what's the proper way to make a roux or mix the ingredients properly or cook to finish, Sam's gumbo is worthless because it tastes like crap. It has no value, either financially or in extrinsic sense to those eating it. In other words, Sam's doesn't have a product because no one wants his gumbo. This is track and field and cross country. Great coaching, great athletes, great performances, great ingredients, no product. Little to no value currently in today's world. Not only are the sports of track and field and cross country facing challenges today, now the profession of coaching track and field and cross country is starting to be under threat as well. And unbelievably, we're the ones that are contributing to this problem. Under our current system, athletic directors are starting to understand that for a track and field and cross country program to have national success, they don't have to have a full staff of coaches. They don't need to have a large number of athletes on a team. They don't have to fund additional staff positions. And they don't have to fund additional scholarships. They don't have to provide cost of attendance funds. And the list goes on and on and on. We've provided administrators with reasons to not invest in our sports rather than reasons to invest in our sports. This is not a healthy environment to position the sports that we love in. Now, back to the point. We must, not should, we finally got should out of the rule book. We must, not should, must reposition the sports of track and field and cross country and embrace change in order to move forward in today's new world. We must create a product that is consumable, that delivers value, that contributes to the brand, that finances the enterprise, and exposes to the public the greatness of our sports and its athletes. We can only achieve this by changing our present attitude of first thinking of reasons why we can't, and start implementing an attitude and searching and exploring for solutions as to why we can. Today, we must start becoming entrepreneurs, developing a consumable and sellable product that delivers value to our institutions and brands that finance our sports. These are actions that will preserve opportunities for our athletes, our coaches, and ensure a future for our sports. Please be engaged. Have a great week here. Tom's getting my attention because we got one special thing to do after all my screaming there, and bring Carol back up to stage and thank her for her service time and dedication. To your association. Remember that, to your association these last 3 years. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Is that
That's it. We got to get our picture. Off to symposiums.